Welcome to Wednesday's Market SITREP here at Top Gun Options. My name is Matthew Buckley. My call sign is Wiz, and we're having an absolute blast trading this market here, folks. From nailing the volatility around the Brexit to this Fed meeting in the fall, to the election, to a Trump victory, Trump rally, to the sideways move through the holidays. Also going against the grain and saying don't sell the inauguration like all the folks who got the election wrong. Buy the inauguration, and we were right. Also right recently in that, hey, we take a little bit of a break, a little bit of a pullback on this rip your face off rally, and we've been right, folks. Real quick, tomorrow after the close at 4:30, after I clean up my trades, I'm going to do a live trade brief. Trading the Trump rally, are we going to sell it? Are we going to fade it? Or buy it, actually. Hint, we're going to do both, and we have been doing both. Head to go.topgunoptions.com/test-flight. And if my members could kind of excuse themselves from this one, I'd appreciate it. Seems like all my members always come to all of these because they know I'm going to put out a good, actionable trade. The last time I did one of these, I put out a SPX bull put spread. If you were at that webinar, what was it, 2 weeks ago, 2 Thursdays ago, after the close, I put this trade on, an SPX bull put spread out to March 3rd, the 2280, 2285. It's going to make $1,900. I think it's up about $1,600 or $1,700 right now. And I told my folks to close this thing out a long time ago and take profits. So again, head to go.topgunoptions.com/test-flight. And I'll throw a $45 value at you. The options pocket checklist, the OPCL, no options trader or fighter pilot goes into combat without one of those. So let's take a look at what's going on. Literally, the Dow is 2,000 points. 2,000 points above its 200-day moving average, folks, and that's just nuts. Well, Wiz, why aren't we seeing the buy everything rally today? Look at this. I had to show you this yesterday. CNBC, get a screenshot of this. CNBC asks, hey, what's the best move? Just buy everything? This starts to get me a little bit worried. This is why I sat on my hands last week and this week with a weekly options trade, because I know nobody rings a bell at the top of the market, and nobody rings it sounds an air horn at the bottom of a market telling you to get in, except me with the election, but I digress. But we're definitely getting a little top heavy here. We're heading into the State of the Union next week, where the huge tax plan is supposed to come out, and if it underwhelms in the least bit, I think we see a little bit of a sell on the news. So I loved CNBC yesterday. CNBC asked the only question that matters for this market: should we just buy everything? The answer is no, and I'll cover that again tomorrow afternoon at 4:30. You know what's reaching out and touching us a little bit today to flatline us or pull us down a little bit is oil prices. Investors are looking to Wednesday's Fed minutes as well. At what is that, 2 o'clock? I think the Fed minutes come out to see the any plans for future interest rate increases. Inflation came in last month at a blistering, I think it was 2.5, and that's actually above the Fed's target of 2, folks. So insight into future rate increases? Here's the answer: yeah. It's not a matter of if, but how many. And I think 1 to 2 is a foregone conclusion. Maybe even 3. And the Fed fund futures rate has climbed steadily since the Fed meeting last week. And I think it's up in the upper 20s right now that we're going to see an interest rate increase. Now, if you're a probability person, you're like, all right, Wiz, well, that's like a 70-plus chance that you won't raise in March. I think that's going to keep climbing up, folks, as we continue to see. We saw a spate of good earnings. We're seeing a lot of good stuff coming out of D.C. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. Lower corporate tax rates, lower personal tax rates, less regulation is good for stocks and this environment. So, yeah, a little bit on the oil side is what's dragging us down today. And again, I'll be taking a look at the Fed minutes this afternoon. And this is right after our accelerated retirement session. I got to get moving on this video because we do have accelerated retirement today at 1 o'clock. Take a look at a couple of our trades that are crushing it. Facebook today up 2.5%-ish, $3, man. They're potentially live streaming Major League Baseball and a lot of other stuff, man. I have 4 Facebook positions on. Like Facebook much, Wiz? Look at this one. A bull put spread that I put on last week in accelerated retirement is up $1,300 in a week. One trade, 1 week, $1,300. I'll show you all of my longer positions. This one could make $1,700 with a 92% probability. Pigs get slaughtered. I'm going to close this one out today. If you're an AR and you're listening to this, 75% in a week. Yeah, take it. Look at all my other long positions on Facebook. Up 8,300 bucks, 7,300 bucks, 6,600 bucks. Two of these are Jan 18 positions. But look at my Jan 19 position. I am long-term bullish on Facebook at the Jan 19, and this trades up already 6,600 bucks in about was that 3 months, 2 or 3 a month. So this is awesome, man. We're having a great time here at TGO. Take a look at our JP Morgan trade. I'll be reviewing one of our JP Morgan trades in accelerated retirement. This one up is nearly $22,000 in about 8 months. We're averaging $3,000 a month in this trade on JP Morgan. And my newer JP Morgan trade is just getting airborne out to Jan 19. You want to see all these? Easy enough. Come to our test flight webinar tomorrow. Again, members, kind of, if you can, curb your enthusiasm, so to speak. I know you guys love coming to these. We only have 200 seats since we're using the Go to Training Room. So head to go.topgunoptions.com/test-flight. We'll take a look at Facebook. We'll take a look at JP Morgan. We'll take a look at all the things that are going great here at TGO. I can't remember. I'm sure my members remember when we had a recent bad trade. Even our Amazon trades are crushing it. I think one of my members held it through earnings, which I said not to do. But that's about it, man. Seriously. Having a blast, man. Having fun. Wish you guys were here at TGO. That's all I have to say. So head to go.topgunoptions.com/test-flight, and we're going to talk through all this stuff. We'll also talk China. Got to talk China. Bullish and bearish. Brazil, we're definitely going to talk about Brazil because it is in fuego. I don't know if that's Brazilian for whatever. I think we're going to add an EWZ today in this accelerated retirement because Brazil's just getting ready to take off. Literally. Okay, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see my accelerated retirement folks at 1 o'clock in our live trade briefing room. We'll see you guys.